Hi, my name is Dan, and today we're going to show you how to install the Stealth high clearance bumper wings on the 3rd gen Toyota Tacoma. So before we start the installation, we want to make sure that the Stealth bumper is already installed. That way we can get the correct measurements for those bumper wings. They are a difficult installation, mainly because you are cutting the body of the vehicle. If you are not comfortable doing that on your own, we would suggest going to a shop to get some help. For hardware, you're going to be receiving 10 half-inch carriage bolts, 10 half-inch washers, and 10 half-inch lock nuts. A 6-foot length of edge trim, a passenger and driver bumper wing, as well as 2 back plates. For tools, you're going to want a ratcheting wrench, 3/4 inch socket, an M10 socket, and an M14 socket. You're going to want to use a pry tool, cable cutters or tin snips, some painter's tape, a marker, a measuring tape, safety glasses, and a cutting tool. We're using a die grinder with a cutting disc, any sort of cutting tool you would prefer, but this is going to be for cutting the plastic on the bumper. I've already marked the measurements on this side of the truck, so we are going to have a 1/4 inch above the second bend on this bumper, and I've marked it here. We're going to want a 1/4 inch below this body line here and here. And then we have a 11.5 inch marker here, and that measurement is going to be from this body line down here. And remember, hold your tape measure straight, and we're going to do the same style of measurement from this corner to here at 7 3/4 inches. So now I'm going to use some tape to mark the areas in between these dots. That way we can get a nice clean straight line. We're going to use these 2 dots in line with these 2 dots to get that corner cut. So I've already taped and marked this up. If you're a little uncomfortable with the height of that, you can add about a 1/2 inch and then install that bumper wing and then get a better, tighter line. You can always cut more material away. You can't put more material back. So we are going to go ahead and do the same measurements to this side of the truck as well. So we're going to go ahead and remove this front grille, and then we're going to detach the bumper and then set it aside, and then we're going to go ahead and make our cuts. So we're going to remove these 2 M10 bolts on the front, as well as use our pry tool to undo these clips. And then we also need to be sure to unplug this wire harness before we can remove this grille. So we have Raptor lights installed on this front grille, so we just picked it up and placed it above rather than undoing those wires. Next, we're going to go ahead and remove these air dam pieces, and then we're going to go ahead and remove the bumper. So we're going to go ahead and remove these clips and then pull this part out. So we have 3 nuts that we're going to be removing on each side. So we have 1 on the inside of the bracket and then 2 on the outside. And we're going to be using our 14mm socket. So next we're going to go ahead and cut the bumper. I'm using a grinder with a cutting disc. You can use an oscillating saw, you can use a Dremel if you'd like. This way it melts the plastic a little bit and kind of creates some plastic shards. make sure you wear your eye protection. This plastic coming off is a little bit hot, and then we'll just break off the burrs after we make our cut. We are going to be cutting close to these fog lights just to be sure that you don't cut any wires. Go ahead and look behind it, and if you have any wires kind of like these where they're coming down, make sure that you push those out and out of the way so that they will not be in that line of cut. So now that I've already made this cut, I left these bolts that held it in place so that I wouldn't drop as I'm cutting it. So I'm going to go ahead and remove these bolts that were holding the bottom of the bumper in place. So now that this has been cut, I'm going to go through and remove these little plastic chunks that have balled up. And then I'm going to pick a line on this back fender, or the wheel liner. You can pick a line, have it come at a V, cut whatever angle you'd like. Just make sure to avoid that tire so you don't puncture it. But whatever you would like to do as far as that line goes is perfectly fine. To make this edge look a lot nicer, you can either take a file to it to knock it off, or you can use a pocket knife to clean that edge up. Now that all of this has been cut and trimmed, we're going to go ahead and install the edge trim that goes along here. And then we're going to go to do the same thing on the other side. So there are two ways that we can install this bumper. One with the bumper already installed once these cuts are made, and two is installing the bumper wings on the ground with a bumper. You're going to want to have a friend to help you lift that up because now you're adding about 30 pounds. That's a little hard to manage and it's so wide. We're doing it this way. It's a lot easier to do it on your own. But we're going to install the inside nuts for the bumper, not the four outside. And then we're going to install this edge trim here. And then we're going to show you how to install those bumper wings after we do that. So we're going to show you how to install the driver's side first. What we're going to do is turn the wheel towards the passenger side of the vehicle. That gives us enough room to play in there. So we're going to go ahead and turn that in, and then we're going to go ahead and place that driver's side bumper wing. So when you're installing these, you may run into some interference issues. This may not fit if your tires are too big or too wide, or your wheel offsets too much. With this turned in, this gives us enough room for the bumper wing to move inside and then get into place. If you're running into issues, you're gonna have to do this installation with the bumper on the ground and then assemble the bumper wings onto the bumper itself and then put it onto the vehicle. So we're gonna use these two studs to line up the bumper wing onto the vehicle. So these are the two holes that we're going to line up with those studs. So we're going to come in at an angle, bring it in, fit it onto those studs, and then bring that bumper wing forward. And then we're going to go to the other side where we have access to those studs and put our two nuts on. So I'm going to show you how to put this on outside of the bumper, just so you can see what's going on. So we have these square cutouts. That's for the carriage bolts you're going to be putting on this side. And you're going to be going through the support of the bumper over here. And then you're going to be putting this plate on the other side, followed by a washer and one of these lock nuts. And that's how it's going to be sandwiched onto that bumper. So I'll go ahead and install it like this. and then we'll show you what it looks like. Now that the carriage bolts are in place and we've started to thread those bolts, we're gonna go ahead and use our 3/4 inch socket to finish those off. And then we're going to also tighten down those 2 M14 nuts on the outside of that bumper frame. So we're gonna go ahead and install the other side. Luckily enough, we already have enough room. So same thing, these 2 slots get lined up with the 2 studs on the outside. And now we're going to put the M14 nuts on those studs and then put all those 1/2 inch carriage bolts through their specific spots. Now that all the bolts are in place, we're gonna go ahead and tighten those down. So next we're gonna go ahead and reattach the grille and those 2 plastic pieces for the radiator, and then we'll continue from there. And that's how you install the Stealth Bumper high clearance bumper wings on the 3rd Gen Tacoma. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe, as well as visiting Cali LED to get other awesome products just like this.